What all too common trait do you find extremely unattractive in the opposite or same sex?
The telepathy tax. Partners who hold it against their so when they fail to anticipate and fulfill their unspoken needs and desires.
Feeling the need to post on social media constantly and pretending that they don't care about it but obviously care a lot.
Beep talking others to make themselves look better.
Littering. You'd be surprised how many people don't give a beep and throw beep out their car window. It's disgusting. Edit. I'm glad so many people feel strongly about littering too.
The I'm an asshole and I don't care if people call me an asshole attitude.
Shouting at their partners in public.
Anyone who takes any advice, disagreement, constructive criticism as a personal attack.
People who do things for clout and don't actually care for being genuine until they need something from you.
People being obsessed with their social media presence.
Self-absorbed behavior, the Kardashian housewives of syndrome. You are not the star of some reality show, stop acting like it.
Playing hard to get. If you like me just beep tell me, stop beating around the bush. Edit. I am a girl.
Being oblivious to different economic circumstances.
Pushing you to do something you don't want to because everyone does it and it's fun.
Everyone says they want their partner to be super career ambitious. Screw that. I say put in your 40 hours then chill. I want someone who knows how to relax.
Narcissistic. That goes to both genders.
When they think that their taste in music makes them a superior person instead of just having different tastes. Applies to both genders. Edit. Phrasing.
Men bragging about being violent. Bar fights ain't sexy, honey.
Chewing with your mouth open. Beep dude, it drives me crazy.
The inability to admit they are wrong or when they apologize and then justify their actions.
Inflated egos. Entitlement. Incapability of being humble and make fun of yourself.
Messiness and having poor hygiene.
Lack of compassion. They only seem to care about themselves.
The whole let me push all your buttons, you're wrong, I'm right, I do it because I think it's funny to rile you up shtick. Then repeat it immediately.
Just general, toxic, jestless behavior. No, I do not want to sleep with the barista because they asked my name for my order. Yes, I was told to treat as I wanted to be treated as a child, so I will be polite and smile to others from time to time. This does not mean I want to shag every human being I interact with.
Being rude to wait staff.
For me, it's a girls who constantly say I'm ugly and then you tell them they aren't, and then they go no, I'm really ugly, and it just goes back and forth. I can't stand it. Skeptical.
Fake tans, like the ones where they look orange. I've seen both men and women walking around like they are hot, beep looking like an Oompa Loompa.
The alpha mentality.
Desperately trying to be unique.
I am just too crazy, yuck, not like other girls.
Not taking the beep compliment. Like, if I say your hair looks good today, and you say, haha, no. It looks like beep and I try to tell you again that it looks good. If you disagree the second time, I will tell you that fine, I agree it looks like beep you, Marlene. Edit. Guys, I don't know someone named Marlene. I was writing this and thought of the Vine LMAO.
Thanks y'all, for the golden karma. Over talking. Not having a give and take in the conversation.
Guys that find general housework to be demeaning and beneath them, so they expect women to do it for them, while they sit there, doing absolutely nothing. How can someone be comfortable watching someone do absolutely everything for them? This isn't typical, but I've actually heard a guy try to explain that this behavior is fair because if there was ever a home invasion, he'd be the one that would have to take the bullet and fight the guy off. I mean, a hypothetical situation that will probably never happen is the reason you can act like a pathetic douche every day of your life. WTF.
Always on their phone. This beep annoys me so much. I want to talk to someone while looking at them. When they are constantly on their phone, it makes me feel like I am talking to myself and it's awkward as beep.
Refusing to do anything they think is considered more feminine cause they think it's gay. Not washing your face doesn't make you straight, it just makes you crusty. I may have some bias since I do lean towards more feminine guys, but there's certain limits, man.
When they can't take no for an answer. This is a pretty broad statement, but a lot of guys have trouble taking no. It can go from slightly annoying to really scary in a heartbeat. Edit. By broad statement I mean that it goes for both genders. However, because I am a girl, I only ever encounter guys.
Talking loudly. Not quite screaming, but damn close. Loudness in general. People who have the TV volume blasting very loudly. People who like to make phone calls with the loud TV in the background. People who talk loudly while someone else is on the phone. I just think loudness is a very unattractive quality. Also, and I know some people don't have control over this, but speed. People who are all over the place and don't spend more than 2 seconds on one thought. As someone with ADHD who works in customer service, it becomes very frustrating to help someone who doesn't stay in one place. Very unattractive quality. Edit. I feel like I should say something about people with hearing loss. Ho. That's different. At least to me it is. I'm talking about loud, abrasive, and rude people. People who don't seem to understand the social contract. People who have zero social skills and don't know how to talk to other people, especially those in the service industry, without screaming and/or yelling over others. People who think that they have something very important to say and have to talk over everyone else to say it. I've dealt with hearing loss people and I have no problem adjusting my voice to accommodate them. Some things can't be helped, and I get that. Edit. 2 people. I'm not personally attacking anyone. If you can't help it, if that's just how you are, or if you have some sort of affliction, I get it. Not everyone is the same, and I struggle finding the words to convey that it's a very specific type of loud person that I find unattractive. Live and let live.
The need to take pictures so often and record everything. This should never have been normalized. *edit*. Never mind, I take it back. As long as you're doing it to preserve memories and not just solely for the purpose of social media likes, you do you, baby.
Habitual weed use. I encourage the decriminalization of marijuana. But holy beep guys, hi, isn't supposed to be a personality trait.
Lip fillers. It's super popular right now, but it just grosses me the beep out.
Squeaky little girl voices, especially if it's on purpose.
Being needy and acting like you're the only human in their life. Like, please give me a beep break, I didn't adopt a 37-year-old child.
Spitting. Just grosses me out.
The gaslighting. On any level. So, I'm to blame for your behavior? I'm to blame because you couldn't possibly be wrong or held accountable for your decisions? Edit. Whoever you are, thank you for the gold.
Acting thirsty or making sexual innuendos early on. Nothing dries me up more.
Lack of emotional intelligence or ability to be able to take a step back from a situation to see things at all sides, but instead take everything personally and only hear part of what someone said, then shut people out, preventing anyone from discussing a resolution to a problem as a team. Instead of sitting down and have a discussion over a problem, they disappear for weeks, then make relationship decisions all on their own, come back, then tell you how they're changing the relationship dynamic without your input, without talking to you about it. So, blocking out communication before making important decisions.
Smell and poor hygiene. No one smells just because they are a dude, they smell because they don't clean themselves. Excessive body spray is not an alternative.
Thinking that acting antisocial and toxic is empowering or something.
Acting the martyr.
Thinking they're quirky for doing white girl crackhead energy things.
Constantly posting beep on social media for attention.
May your day be filled with joy and happiness. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe for more quality content every day.